Okay, so let's figure out how to copy a class over from one semester. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into whatever your new class is. So right now we're just pretending that this is my new class for the new semester. And ideally this would all be blank and empty and lacking all things. So what I would do for my new class is I'm like, okay, I've taught this before. I want to bring it over. So I go to course management, course admin. All right. And then within here, there are various things, but you want to go to the import export copy components. This manage dates is also a good thing that you may want to come back to at some point if you notice your dates are all off by a little bit. But start here, import export copy components. And then what you're going to do is you're going to search for the course that you taught previously that you were trying to copy over. I'm going to hit search for offering. I'll bring this down here. And so say you're like, I taught physical geology 1403. That's the class I'm trying to copy over. So you type 1403 up here and you'll see anytime you type 1403, it pops up. So let's say it was this past summer that you're trying to bring over. So you would say, this is what I want. This is the course I'm trying to bring over. You'll then hit add selected. Okay. Then you can either choose to copy all components or select components. Copy all components takes everything, but I'm just going to show you select components so you can see kind of what your options are there. And just be warned that I'm pretty sure like if you copy it over and you didn't want to, you're going to have to like talk to the help desk to get stuff. It's a big deleting process. So try to make sure you're really confident about this. So here is the breakdown of all the different things that you can copy over. So if you look at this and you're like, actually, yeah, I do want everything. You can copy everything over. You can also choose, say that you only want some of the content items. I don't know, but say you choose that. And you look at this and you're like, I only want some of my discussions. So then you can kind of be selective. Your grades, this is the individual grade items and the settings as far as dropping one, that sort of thing. You can always go back and modify these. But so you kind of go through, decide what you want. Do you want to take your announcements over or choose certain announcements? That's up to you. All right, so then you hit continue. And then, so these are the ones that I said, okay, I'm going to choose which ones I want to take over. So in the discussion forums, these were different discussions that existed. Maybe I don't want to take all of them. I could select all of these and then be like, okay, I don't want, that one was bad. So you can do that there, selecting which ones you want. And then continue. And then you'll be asked, okay, the other thing that we said we had choices on were the content. So do I want to take all of these, or there's some things I'm going to leave behind? So that's how you can choose just certain ones. All right. Then when you get to here, all right, this is showing you basically, here's a summary of what you're going to copy over. If you want to modify anything, if you're like, actually, I didn't want to take all the assignments, this is your chance to do that. Or your grade settings. So if we look at grade settings here, you could see that didn't work. Never mind. Well, you can go into the grade book later. We can look at that if there are things with your grade book that you're wondering about. Okay, so now the big thing for this is you want to offset your dates if you have due dates in there. So click this. I find, so you can either do it by like, if you somehow know how many weeks forward you want to go and how many hours. I find that a little bit challenging to know. I find it easier to do this and just calculate the date. So I'm like, okay, if my summer class started on say July 9th, okay, and I'm just going to make sure that the time is the same. And my new class is starting on the 30th. That will shift all of my things forward to it from that date to that date. And so those will all get fixed. And then you might notice there might be some tweaks you have to do, but that will majorly help you with dates. Then you would hit finish. I'm not gonna hit finish. But once you hit finish, it will show you then everything you've copied over, and beneath it, you can start to look at dates and manage those if you want, but they should all be shifted. And that pretty much brings it all over.